Hey guys, welcome to another video, and today we're going to talk about body positioning and how that's going to help you when defending your line. Okay, so we have a video in an under 18s game. We also have a video after this from a men's open state cup game about body positioning. So, what is body positioning? Okay, last week we talked about pulling corner, and pulling corner is the act of, yes, when you make the touch, you pull towards the corner of the field that you're defending on. But now we're going to talk about like the best ways you can defend as far as the way you shape your body. Now, you can see the player making the touch here is making it with his right arm, and the reason now is because he is pulling the corner towards the camera. He needs to put his body in the best way that he can do that. So you can see now he's made the touch and he doesn't have to spin his body much at all. If he decides to turn completely and start running, if they've taken him on the short side, all he has to turn is maybe 30 degrees and then he starts his run. If he was using his right arm to make the touch, he would have to completely twist his body around a whole 180, and one, you take your eyes off the ball if you spin that way, and two, you're actually losing a few yards of pace on that. So that's quickly just going on about pulling corners body position. You always want to use the hand. The best way I say it is use the hand that's next to your fellow middle to make all touches. Now we're going to have a look at the open side. You can see them holding in the space. So this player occupies this space. This player occupies, I know they're a bit tight, but that's the spaces they're occupying. The link occupies the space between the middle and the link, and the winger occupies the space between the winger and the link. Now, let's have a look at the way that they're shaping their body. Now, we saw the player pulling corner was shaped one way. These guys are facing the other way. And that may look a bit weird because you've got one side going one way and the other side facing the other way. The hole will be in the middle. They are still nice and tight. You can see actually how tight they are. The reason they are turned away to their own side of the field is this is the way the ball's going to go. He's either going to throw short, he's going to throw a cutout, or he's going to throw a long pass. Because they're in tight, they've taken away his ability to go through the middle. So because they've taken away the ability to go through the middle, they need to now prioritize what's on their outside while still staying in tight. And the best head start that you can give yourself is you turn ready to run that way. So now if he throws short, this player here is already using his body to face the direction of that pass. So it's a very easy takeoff for him. If his torso was facing the guy with the ball, he would have to turn and then run second. But because he's already facing that way, he just starts running. Exactly the same with this link. He's turned out, remaining in, but ready for that cutout ball. And I think that's where the pass actually goes here. We'll keep playing. There's the cutout, and you can see now, look how close he is to the middle running that short hole. He's actually quite close. That's like only just over a meter, if that. But he's seen the ball, and now the chase starts. And now he's completely released from the player that he had, and now his focus goes on to this player here. And even if he was hitting a nice hole, if he was running into this space, I think he would be making the touch. The defender would be making the touch with a dive. Winger, he still hasn't cut. He could fly in at this, but because obviously the way that teams practice defense, he's shaping out for that quick tap on or whatever, because whether or not he can see that his defender is completely recovered. But that's just good body positioning there, and you can see the work on the inside from that middle to then cover that. Now, obviously, if one of these two were making the touch, which hand would they use? Okay, they would obviously use their left hand. It's the hand facing the middle of the field. For this guy here, it's the hand like facing his other middle. And then they would pull this way, and then the process would completely start but the sides of the field would be having the opposite role, which I think that's what happens here. There's the touch. You can see the body positioning here. What hand did he use? He used his left hand. He will start pulling corner. But now I want you to watch this player here. Now we do talk about this briefly. So his body positioning is still to that player because it's short side. We're just manning on. His body position is still to the link. And he's able to make the touch here without completely turning himself around. He's kind of to the spot where he can touch both players. It's the flick touch. Whilst this isn't exactly the flick touch examples used in the video, that's just a nice one to touch on. See how he touches both players there. So good defense there. Let's have a look at the men's open game. This one focuses on the winger doing a great job here. I'll play it in full first. So the defense is very similar. Look at the hand that he's making the touch with. It's his inside hand, the hand closest to his fellow middle, and he will turn his body to pull that corner. There it is there. He's turned his body. Okay, he's just making it easier to protect that side while still looking. He's still looking. I've completely covered his eyes then. But if you do look at his eyes, he's actually turned his head so he can still see what's happening. Now let's watch everyone's in and look at these guys here. You can't really see the middle because he's behind his other middle. But look at those guys here. They're in, covering those gaps, but their body is faced, ready for that chase if the long pass is on. Now watch the winger in particular, this guy here, because he has a really tough job to do here. Well, that's just another good frame showing their body positioning. And you can now see this middle. But watch the winger. He's got a hold now. And now he releases. And whether or not, look, he's making that touch if the pass is fine as well. Don't use the fact that it's a forward pass to tell us why that's not a try. He was stopping that regardless. But that's just the body positioning from your open side that you want to see. Because if anything, that's too tight. Once you have completely shut off that middle for the dummy half to run, then you turn your body out ready to cover the only thing that they can do, and that's pass the ball to the open side. I think I've heard this term called blading somewhere. I think someone said this is blading. I think that's a bit of a weird... I don't know why or where that term has come from. No idea why. If you call it that, or if you call it something else, let me know what you call it. But at the moment, I just have it as body positioning on the open side when defending your line. So yeah, in nice and tight as far as your location, but give yourself the best chance you can by twisting it a 45 degree, because you can still reach in and touch. He can still reach in and touch that. If that link is here hitting a hole, he can reach in and touch it. And you saw it in that last clip where he just reached over and made that touch. You don't have to make the touch with your torso facing or with your chest facing the attacker in front of you. All you have to do is be able to lean in and fingertip it. But yeah, that's body positioning, defending the line. If you have any other key parts on the line body position that you want to see, or feel free to just talk about it in the comments, just because a lot of people read other people's comments. So if you have some good advice, please chuck it in. Let people learn about this sort of stuff as well. But thanks for watching, guys. Feel free to jump on and subscribe. Membership content also comes out infrequently, like as in not as consistent, but it does come out. Probably infrequently wasn't the right word. It does come out frequently, just not consistent like a specific time and a specific day. But we will see you on the next video. Thanks, guys. Bye.